I used to always think that I needed to wait for this perfect moment, for this special time to appear in order to start taking action. But the reality is that the perfect time that you're waiting for, that perfect moment, that star that you've been waiting for with the telescope, just does not exist. In this video, I'm gonna be talking about why I stopped waiting to be ready in order to improve myself. The first thing that I want to talk about is that waiting for the perfect moment has always just kept me stuck. This is something that not only do I experience, but a lot of you guys also experience as well. And when it comes to fitness, I've always experienced this because I've always wanted to have a time period to where I would just take my time to build as much muscle as possible. But I've always been procrastinating. I've always been pushing it back because I was so busy planning everything out that I never got a chance to just start the bulk that I've always wanted to do because I was so busy planning everything out. Like, what if I get too fat, or what if it doesn't go to plan, or what if, things go south. And the one thing that I've come to realize that I'm just starting to learn now is that it is a lot better to just start now and improve later than it is to just think and plan everything from A to Z, but never actually starting anything. And the two biggest reasons why I say this is because as you get more experience in doing whatever you really want to do, whether it be fitness, whether it be starting a new job, whether it be starting a new major that I've always done for like 3-4 times already, all these things together contribute to you building that confidence that you need. The second thing is feedback. You're not gonna get feedback based on the actions that you want to take or the things that you want to try if you've never actually done anything. And no matter how much planning you do, if you don't actually take action, if you don't take that leap, you're just not gonna get that feedback that you need to just improve overall. And that is why I say start now, improve later. As you're taking action and as time is going by, you are able to build momentum and clarity. You are just simply gaining enough experience to where you're able to now improve on either a skill set that you're working on or improve at whatever you're doing, whether it be a job, whether it be just, improving on your studies, improving in the gym, or whatever. And this is relatable for me because when I uploaded my very first video, I wasn't nearly as comfortable as I am now. My layout was worse than what I have it right now. I was able to just take the experience of the action that I took with my very first video and improve over time as I've made more and more videos. And that is exactly what I'm doing now, which is just improving and just improving little by little. And this will lead me to the next thing that I want to talk about, which is that the small steps that you take on a consistent basis is crucial. It's underrated. And I say this because a lot of the times you see on the internet and you see a lot of people going from 0 to 100, but what they don't tell you is that you cannot sustain that for a long period of time. And in order to sustain something for a long term, you need to have a gradual process. That is just something that, not many people realize when they're watching videos like that. And when they apply that same logic to where they start doing whatever they want to do, but on an extreme level, eventually they get back to square one. And I used to be like this too when I was in fitness, because the very first time that I was at a gym, it was like 2018, I would always just do like random workouts and I would always just switch my workout program because every single month there was always a piece of content that would say like, oh, this is the next best workout, and then the month later this whole split is the best, and a whole month later this split's the best, and it was just a never-ending cycle. Because of that, and because of the extreme diets that I've also used to do in the past, it just made everything so much harder. And what I'm trying to tell you guys is that if you take the extreme route every single time, your life is going to be 10 times harder. And if you just work on taking those small steps over time, those small steps are gonna add up. At that point, it would have been enough time to where whatever you're doing becomes just a habit, and before you know it, time would just do its thing and you'll get better as time goes on. Before we continue with this video, if you like this content so far, be sure to leave a like button, subscribe, and let's continue with this video. Something else that I wanted to mention is that confidence comes from doing. not planning. This is a big deal because when you are not taking action, you're not gaining the experiences that is required in order for you to actually be confident in whatever you're doing, whether it be like a job or just a skill that you're trying to develop. And something that I've come to realize is that confidence is something that's earned as time goes on. It's not something that's just given to you. It's not something where, you know, some people have it or some people don't have it. It's not just natural selection or whatever people think, but confidence is earned through experiences. And in my experience, confidence is something that's on a spectrum. You can be confident in one thing but totally not confident in another thing. And that goes to show you that you can work on your confidence, whether it be confidence within or just confidence in whatever you're doing. And for this particular video, we're talking about taking action. So if you want to feel more confident in taking action, you just need to take more action. There's no other way around it. And I was like this too, because when I first started working out around 2017, 2018, I think it was the beginning of high school, I was very new at a powerhouse gym that was very close to my house. All I had to do was just take one bus and I was there in like 10 to 15 minutes. And when I saw myself in that gym and I saw a lot of people that were like very huge and they were way bigger than me, and I saw myself just trying all the machines because I had no idea what I was doing and I didn't know what to do in the gym. I was just overall very shy, timid, and not confident in working out and not confident in the gym. But as I stayed consistent in the gym over time, I was able to gain experience. Now I'm way more confident working out. I'm way more confident when I'm in the gym, and I am very confident in my body overall. And because I stood consistent in the gym, now I feel confident walking into a gym. Now I feel confident when it comes to working out, and I'm even confident to the point where I can help others get to a point where they feel confident in their own skin, where they feel confident in the gym. And that goes to show you that if you don't take action, you're never gonna feel that confidence, because confidence comes from taking action. Confidence does not come from planning everything from A to Z and back. And when it comes to feeling ready, it's more of a proof that you've created for yourself along the way, more than anything else. Because if you do not take action, if you do not gain experience, if you do not put in the time, the reps, the consistency that's needed to improve on whatever you want to do, you're never gonna feel ready. Because like I say all the time, no matter how much planning you do, if you don't take action, you truly do not know how to really improve, because you need that feedback from that action that you're taking. And the main takeaway of this video is that you need to stop waiting to feel ready in order to take action. You need to take action immediately. You need to take action now, because you only live once. And if you do not capitalize it on it now, you're gonna regret it later. I can promise you guys this: the feeling of regret is way more painful than the feeling of failure. Because at least when you fail at something, you are able to not only learn from it, but you've taken the action, so you don't have that thought in the back of your head like, what if I would have done this, or what if I would have done that. And if you like content like this, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another video.